So right, UFC Fight Night Colorado, Namajunas versus Cortez takes place as the main event this weekend, and I'm going to be going through the entire main card, starting with the opener, ending with the main event, giving you guys my full breakdown and predictions. And you know what? Despite what some people are saying about this card, personally, I don't think it's all too bad, so if you guys are wondering who I got for the prelims, boom, these are who I got. Let's just waste no further time and break down this truly underrated Fight Night card. Before we start, an honorable mention, young rising prospect Joshua Van takes on a veteran in Charles Johnson in what should be a striker's delight. Joshua Van has been looking very impressive since his UFC debut and is only getting better. The only thing that worries me in this matchup is his grappling offense and defense, but he is undoubtedly the better striker, better boxer, carries great jabs, and has vicious hooks to the body. I mean, dude's basically the flyweight version of JDM. I say all this, but Johnson is no slouch whatsoever. But in a striking match, I do favor Van's chances. So I am going to be going with Joshua Van to get the win. And as much as I would like to see a finish, I do think he gets the win via unanimous decision, 29-28. To save some time, I'm going to quick fire some of these fights, starting with the opener. And to be honest, if there was an option to not give a pick on this fight, I would 100% would. But in a matchup where both guys aren't really too impressive in the middleweight division, makes it a pretty tough one to call. But I'm going to be going with the younger and bigger dude in Cody Brundage to get the win via first or second round sub. Another fight on the card would be Christian Rodriguez versus Julian Erosa. Very interesting and easy fight to predict for me. Christian Rodriguez has been on an absolute roll since his last loss, currently riding a 4-fight winning streak, and in those wins, taken 3 guys' O's back to back. Honestly, I'm not too worried with the size advantage because I'm honestly confident enough to say that C-Rod can honestly beat Julian Erosa anywhere the fight goes. So Christian Rodriguez is a confident pick, and I think he gets the win via unanimous decision, 29-28, maybe even a 30-27. And lastly, Gabriel Bonfim comes back and takes on Loosa in what should be an exciting and explosive matchup. But if I'm being quite honest, I'm very confident in Gabriel Bonfim to get the win here. Despite being 2-1-1 in the UFC, Loosa hasn't really impressed me all too well, and I'm honestly just believe Gabriel Bonfim is just levels above Loosa. So I am going to be going with Gabriel Bonfim to be the first guy to finish Loosa via second round club and sub. We move on to the feature fight of the main card, Dober versus Silva. In my opinion, this has got to be the toughest fight to predict out of the whole card. Silva is coming up from featherweight to lightweight, and I just don't see his style of normally being the bigger and larger opponent won't translate well to guys who not only hit harder, but will match his size. It's a tough one because Silva is currently on the rise right now, and Dober has taken a lot of damage throughout his career. Dober will have the home court advantage. And look, just because you haven't been finished doesn't mean you can be. So with the experience, I am going to be going with Dober to get the win via first or second round TKO. Moving on to the co-main event. Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Muslim Salikhov. Another fight, if there was an option to not give a pick, it'd be this one. Look, in a fight where both guys are really at the end of their careers, makes it a very tricky one to pick a winner here. Muslim Salikhov just recently turned 40 years old, and his last fight out got brutally KO'd by Randy Brown. And I honestly think Santiago Ponzinibbio has the speed and power to catch something big on the chin of Muslim Salikhov and putting him out in the later rounds. So I am going to be going with Santiago Ponzinibbio to get the win via second or third round TKO. Moving on to the main event. Thug Rose Namajunas versus Tracy Cortez. Very interesting fight taking place in the female flyweight division. My whole take on this fight is that, yes, Rose Namajunas is undoubtedly the better mixed martial artist out of the two. She's the better boxer, better striker, way more elite on the ground, and has the fight IQ and experience. It's just the power, speed, and momentum from Tracy Cortez that really worries me for Rose. If Rose can survive those early rounds of danger, her likely chance of winning a decision is very likely. Namajunas is back with momentum with a win over Amanda Ribas, and in retrospect, her close decision loss to Manon Fiorot has aged pretty well. All that being said, I am going to be going with Thug Rose Namajunas to get the win via unanimous decision, 48-47, hopefully a 49-46. All in all, absolutely smashed it on UFC 303. Payne Talbot secured a spectacular first round finish, and Alex Pereira gets it done in the rematch and looked absolutely flawless. Went 3 for 3 on my locks, and overall I went a total record of 11-2. So thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on my socials, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.